So another day, another dev blog, guys, and now we have an economy change for ships. So this video will be very short, okay, but I really wanted to talk about it. So ships might be a little bit better for you to get now. For me personally, it will actually, I don't know, like improve the quality of life for us to get ships, so what that means is that it's going to basically push me a little bit more to play with ships, which is a great thing. I always wanted to get into ships, but it's complicated, etc. Right? But at the end of the day, this helps immensely. So how they're gonna do that is basically with this table. So they're rebalancing the economy, okay? And with that in mind, they are pretty much reducing overall the amount of RP and Silver Lions that you need, and an overall kind of perspective to get the tiers, right? Or the vehicles, right? So, for example, here in the US, of course, at the early stages, since it's a balancing kind of factor, it will be increased by a little bit in all nations, almost all nations over here. But you can see that in the higher tiers, for example, here in the top tiers, you will see a decrease of pretty significant amount, right? Of course, in the rank 7 over here, it won't change too much because, of course, like I said, they are rebalancing. So what that means is that they're not, like, they are reducing overall, they say, but it's not like a big reducing kind of factor, right? It's just a more rebalancing than a reducing factor to it, okay? So that means is that it's an increase in the lower ranks normally and kind of a stationary in the upper tier just because it is what they want to be a top dog there. It needs to be what the other game modes would be like for grinding, right? That's what I think they're gonna be doing here. They have a small change over here of 20,000 RP, but it doesn't change much, right? But to get to that, at least we're gonna have a significant amount, right? So you can see, for example, here overall in the US, for example, in rank 6 over here, it's 490,000 RP less, right? So although yes, of course, in the Iowa and everything, it will be pretty much the same, but at least getting to that, it will be significantly less. I mean, 1/4 less, basically 26% less of RP and almost 1,000,000 Silver Lions less, right? And even in the lower ranks, I mean, 100,000 RP, man, is not a low number to get all of the vehicles of a rank. So I think overall, yes, they could decrease a little bit more on the upper ranks. Like, it's complicated here, but at least on rank 6 especially, it's an immense amount of a big, like a great change, right? So yeah, very cool. And like I said, it will make it so that maybe more people will play the game mode, right? Honestly, like I said, I don't hate Naval. I actually like it. I just honestly don't have the time to learn everything from it. I mean, new aircraft, new tanks already take most of my time playing and learning and everything. So ships are just kind of a thing that is pushed back together a little bit with helicopters, right? So that's why maybe if we get submarines, maybe if we get more Cold War stuff, I might push a little bit more there. But yeah, but this definitely helps. I mean, it will be an immense help, okay? So one thing that you need to take into account over here is that not only the purchase price in Silver Lions, but also the crew cost and the expert crew price and the price of modifications in Silver Lions, together with the amount of research points to research the vessel, but also to research the modifications, is all going to be reduced, okay? So very cool. Small change, of course, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. I think, again, I mean, top rank here, it could be a little bit less, but I mean, looking at the game, it's kind of what we have to grind for all nations in all kind of tech trees in all game modes, right? So it's kind of okay, in my opinion. I just think that these 3 ranks, especially rank 4, 5, and 6 over here, it's an immense help. Because, of course, these ones, they don't change much. I mean, 14,000, 9,000, these don't change much. But 100, 90, 55, 275, 530, 490, 1,000 RP, for example, and even more in Silver Lion sometimes, is just it's an immense help, right? So let me know in the comments what you think. If you play Naval, of course, I know this video won't get too much attention, but I love to show improvements on the game, even if it's in Naval, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye guys, see ya.